Hey, welcome back again to Yama's room, and today this is the long-awaited HG Super Robot Wars Original Generation Cybaster review. So, I'm not gonna do a long intro about who or what Cybaster is. I trust you guys can use Google for that. I'm just gonna talk about the toy, the model kit. My first impression of this thing is that it's pointy. It's really, really pointy. You can literally actually hurt yourself building this. So take caution and watch out for the pointy stuffs. But the building itself, the process of building, is actually really simple. It's a standard high grade complexity, to put it into words. If you have built a high grade Gundam before, then you understand what I'm talking about. The complexity is similar. It's not overly convoluted or overly complex like real grades, but the result is quite amazing actually. 98% of the color separation that you see on this kit are indeed separate parts, separately colored parts. I only used two stickers here, one for the back on the jet and one for the eye. The rest are pretty much dealt with Gundam markers, and it's not even a hard color to come by. I mean, you can the shoulder pieces are the accents are royal blue, and then the headpiece is using metallic red. I forgot what's the red called, but it's metallic red. Stability wise, due to the shape of the bird feet, the bird-like feet at least, this thing is pretty stable without the stand given. You can actually have it pose. I mean, if you want to pose it just standing upright, then you'd have no problem. This is stable. I mean, even though it has that huge shoulder pieces, it doesn't tip forward or backward or anywhere. However, I have to be honest, because I mean, due to the whole design and the shape of the Cybaster, you'll have difficulties posing it. I mean, you have quite some range of posability, but you will have difficulties posing it. It's not saying that you can't actually pose it, because there are a lot of joints on this thing. There is, like, probably there two or three in a single point, but due to the design, you will have issues trying to pose it without having pieces bumping into each other. But such is Cybaster. But if there's actually a golden lining to all of this that I can, well, the silver lining at least I can take from all of this is you actually have room. If you can manage to navigate the pointy stuffs and the parts bumping into each other, you can actually pull quite a few dynamic poses if you're pretty creative with the base. And due to the size of the feet, I mean the footing, you are actually having a lot of stable points to pose him without a base, without the stand base. I mean, look at this foot. I mean, look at the size of each foot. That's pretty much almost as big as the thigh. And you gotta watch out for the legs though, because there is a double joint there that can swing forward, and that is for the transformation that we're going to get into later. Kind of weird for people who haven't seen Super Robot Wars OG or Cybaster in general, but we'll get to there. Again, back to the footing, it's pretty stable. Being a guy with I mean, he doesn't come with that many accessories, just a couple of hands, and then there's this sword, and then the two spirit bits, but I don't think that's a problem. I mean, considering the price point he's at and the high grade classification, he's looking pretty good. I mean, most of the stuff that you see here aren't even painted. That's actually different colored plastics. Just remember, when changing hands, be careful, because even his fingers are pointy. But you don't have to worry. Popping his hands on and off is actually really simple, and it's not that hard. And here it is, the cyber mode. Well, if you noticed it, yeah. I mean, if you've played Super Robot Wars Original Generation or any Super Robot Wars before, you'd probably understand the Cyberd mode. But if you haven't, you'll probably look at it and go, the dude's like having his dick out. And yeah, technically he is. And here are the spirit bits. As you can see, these are pretty small. And in the game, you have two of them. And you actually do get two of them here too, and they're piloted or controlled by his cats, his familiars. Well, it's hard to explain. Like I said again, you'd have to understand Super Robot Wars or just Google it. All in all, I can say that this guy is actually fun to build, despite the pointy things happening or all around him. And sometimes you'd probably have fears that, am I supposed to put this here? Am I supposed to bend it this way? If the instruction says so, it's fine. It can handle it. Just follow the instructions and everything will be fine. This is, after all, just a high grade kit. And don't worry, most of them are colors injected. Most of these plastics are color injected, and you probably, if you don't want to use the given foil stickers, you can actually just use the standard Gundam markers. Uh, they come in various colors, and they actually do the job just perfectly fine. Snap fitting is a joy. Building it, even better. Posing it, however, is quite a bitch. So, with that taken into consideration, I hope you enjoy the review, and if you like this kind of content, like the video, leave a comment. Let me know if I'm being incomplete with the explanations or something. And if you like contents like this, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next short review.